Hi everyone, good evening. Hope you all are doing extremely well. And as you all know, this is the today's event is the first event of our finance category, and the event is basics of investing. And for this event, we have Mr. Dharmik with us. He is a CFA Level 1 candidate, NISM certified. Welcome, sir. Welcome to Squad Growth. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, thanks. Hi, Shaurya. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Great opportunity to interact with people from your community. And I must say, kudos to you, man, for creating and building such an amazing community and giving them an amazing platform for students.
Thank you,
So
sir.
great
Thank you.
job, man.
Thank you, sir. Sir, basically, 1 second, please. Yep. So, people, we will start the event in 2 minutes. Till then, we can have the introduction of sir. So, please introduce yourself to
Yeah,
our
yeah.
audience.
So, no, I wanted to ask a question to everyone out here. Has anyone ever been in front of the terminal or the market screen, like traded or invested real cash?
Uh, Sir, actually, the audience, I don't think so. They have invested. Let me ask. Please
Yeah, yeah, sure.
give me some seconds. Let me ask.
Yeah, yeah. We can wait. We can wait. I feel.
Guys, have you ever invested in any platform, or you ever tried investing or such a related thing? Please let us know so that we can proceed accordingly.
All right, never mind. I'll start with an introduction of myself. A
Hmm.
quick intro of me.
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
my name is Dharmik Bakhai. I have cleared CFA Investment Clarities program. I have been a CFA Level 1 candidate in the past. I have, uh, I mean to say, I have also given CFA Level 1 in the past. I have been an FNO equity and FNO trader. I'm quite well versed with advanced Excel and modeling. And at the moment, I'm an MBA aspirant. So yeah, that's pretty much about me. So before we begin, I'll share my screen.
Yes, sir, you can share the screen and we have the answer. People haven't ever tried investing or such related thing.
Okay, okay. No worries, no issues. We can wait a second. I'll share my screen once.
Yeah. Guys, if you have any question, just put it in the message section. We will take your questions in the end of the event.
Why is this not showing? 1 second.
Yeah, yeah, sir.
Just give me a moment. Sorry.
No,
This
no
is
issues, no issues.
yeah. So here we have the presentation. I have prepared a presentation to make things simple and interesting for you guys.
Sir, we can't see the PPT.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 1 minute. It is loading. It is loading.
Okay, okay.
And I hope everyone enjoys
Yep. Hope so.
and no one gets bored.
Yeah, because
So I
sometime finance resulted into boldness.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So wait a second. I'll just remove my face from here, so it's
Okay,
easy.
okay.
How do I face? 1 second.
Yep.
All right, never mind. Uh, so basics of investing. So what I have done is I have just summed up some bookish knowledge plus some learnings of my own and created a simple and brief presentation for you guys so everyone can understand. and
Sir,
we can.
just 1 second, please. Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, have you switched off the camera?
Wait a second. I'm trying to remove this screen from here,
Okay,
but this is
okay.
not getting removed.
Okay, sir. Then they can. 1 second. Let me check. We can remove it from our side. We can't do, sir. Then you can switch off the camera
No,
because
no,
it
yeah,
will.
yeah, because
Yep.
it will be better and nice if
Yep.
we turn off our cameras so we can get a nice view of the whole presentation, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, please.
So the I'll start on with my presentation, right?
Yes, sir.
So first is what is investing. All right. Investing involves committing money in order to earn a financial return. This simply means that you invest money to make money and achieve your financial goals. What does this mean? So it means to achieve your financial goals, you invest, and you invest money to make more money, and which helps in turn to achieve your financial goals. All right. So this is the thing. We move on to the next slide. Next and the most important question is where exactly to put money. So I have uh, made a list, like prepared a list, like jotted down all the investment vehicles, like the most common and the most used ones. There are more, there are few more, but I have listed the most common ones here. So let's see. Types of investment vehicles: stocks, bonds, ETFs, mutual funds, real estate, REITs, commodities. All right. So stocks are normal, listed on BSE and NSE, those stocks. Bonds are issued by government. ETFs are a portfolio of securities, that is exchange traded fund. Mutual funds are mutual funds. Real estate, REITs is real estate investment trusts, and commodities. So we'll get back to these after a few minutes. Let's move ahead. So anyone ever wondered why investing? I'll tell you the concept of it is due to the concept of compounding. The wonder of compounding transforms your working money into a state of the art, highly powerful income generating tool. Compounding is the process of generating earnings on assets, uh, reinvested earnings. To work, it requires two things: reinvestment of earnings and time. The more time you give to your investment, the more you are able to accelerate the income potential of your investments. So, just like investing maximizes your earning potential, compounding maximizes the earning potential of your investments. कुछ समझ नहीं आया होगा बाउंसर गया ठीक है let's see let's understand this with the help of an example. Say for example you invest $10,000 today at the rate of 6%. You will have 10,600 in 1 year. Now let's say rather than investing, like rather than withdrawing that $600 gained from interest, you keep it reinvested for another year. So what happens is if you continue to earn the same 6%, the investment will grow to 10,600 into 1.06, that is 11,236 by the end of the second year. All right. So what happened is because we invested 600, it worked together with the original investment, earning us 636, which is 36 more than the previous year. All right. So this little bit extra amount seems like peanuts, but don't forget we didn't have to lift a finger to earn that $36. More importantly, this 36 also had the capacity to earn interest. So let's say in simple and layman terms, money makes more money. All right. This is the so this is the exactly the effect of compounding. Okay, moving on to the next. Well, you must have heard people saying you should always start early in the stock markets and stuff. So have you ever wondered the reason behind this? Well, let's see the reason. I'll show. Consider two individuals. We'll name them X and Y. Both X and Y are of the same age. When X was 25, she invested $15,000 at an interest rate of 5.5% For simplicity, let's assume the interest rate was compounded annually. That that means 5.5% per annum. All right. So by the time X reaches 50, she will have 15,000 into 1.055 to the power 25, which is 57,200 in a bank account. So that's it. And so X's friend Y did not start investing until he reached age 35. So at that time he invested 15,000 at the same rate, interest rate 5.5%. And by the time Y reached 50, he had 33,487 in his bank account. So what happened? हुआ क्या? हुआ ये कि both X and Y are 50 years old now, but X has 23,000 more in her savings account than Y, even though Y invested the same amount of money. So what happened is, by giving her investment more time to grow, X earned a total interest of 42,200 and Y earned only 18,400. So this is exactly the effect of compounding when it comes to starting early. This is why people say start early. And while I say this, I also have started creating and begun to create my own long-term portfolio with analyzing and researching for months and months, and I'm already into it. So yeah, next. See, so these these are the most important points, and this slide is the most important slide of the full presentation. So you always need to keep in mind these three steps before you choose to invest your money or start investment. First is investment objective, second is investment horizon, third is risk tolerance. There are a few more like return objective, tax concerns, legal constraints, unique needs that includes ESG investing and stuff. But we would rather focus on these three, and these are the most crucial ones before choosing an investment. So let's define these. Investment objective. So investment objective is nothing but the financial goal. Like, see, for example, I have a certain financial goal. Like after certain years, I require this amount of money, XYZ amount of money in my bank account to survive. For example, you might have something else. Everyone has their own objective. So it works like that. Second is investment horizon. Now investment horizon is nothing but the time period required for your investment, which is, when I say time period, it means the time period required for your objective to get accomplished. All right. So investment objective and investment horizon goes hand in hand, like it is correlated. So yeah. And third and the most important is risk tolerance. Risk tolerance is nothing but the capacity to take a risk. So this includes three types of investors. First is risk averse investor. Second is risk seeking investor, and third is risk neutral investor. Well, risk averse is someone who hates risk, like doesn't like risk at all, which is me. Second is risk seeking, which is a person who loves risk, loves to take risk, and would go to any extent with taking risks. And third is beach ka, means risk neutral, not too high risk, not too low risk, means he could take moderate level of risks. All right. So these are the most important points to be considered. I'll get back to them again once more while showing you the slides ahead. So let's get on to the next slide. You might have heard a saying called, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Well, I rephrase the same statement into put your eggs in different baskets. Just to change the psychology of the statement, I change it to positive. So why do people say this? It is due to the diversifying effect. What happens is, when you diversify your investments, you end up minimizing risks and maximizing rewards. So what happens is, you invest in different type of investment vehicles, the ones I showed in the previous slide, which helps you to minimize risk and maximize your returns, and in turn provide you your desired returns. All right. So I have a case study or a short story regarding this. I'll share with you guys. Is like, I had a relative who, what happened was, some years back, when people don't used to have this much, like, the markets weren't this much developed, and technology wise, technology advancements itne nahi the, and people used to like didn't have इतना ओपन सोर्स में नॉलेज लाइक वी डू हैव नाउ. सो उस टाइम पे क्या हुआ कि he had a friend. So like, he got some tips, or I don't know what I tips, or maybe unreliable from unreliable sources or something, or maybe, insider news or something, for a stock. So now he tells this guy that इसमें ये स्टॉक में पैसा डालो, एंड लाइक, अच्छा, this stock will shoot up and rocket like anything, and चांदी बन जाएगा. So it's like, this person does has zero knowledge about the subject, and goes on to trust his friend blindly. And of course friend है तो मतलब trust तो करेगा ही आदमी. तो he invested money, मतलब almost half of his wealth he invested in a certain stock. हुआ क्या, after a certain time the stock started falling, and ends up, होता क्या है कि that stock was on the roads of getting delisted from the exchange. So this guy tried to like, limit his loss in all possible ways, like averaging, pyramiding, everything he tried to do, but he couldn't limit his loss because वो stock गया. तो अब क्या हुआ, उसका भयंकर लॉस हो गया, एंड ही लॉस्ट मोस्ट ऑफ हिज प्रेशियस हार्ड अर्नड वेल्थ. सो हुआ क्या इसमें कि दिस इज व्हाई पीपल से डाइवर्सिफाई योर इन्वेस्टमेंट्स, कि 4 to 5 ऐसे इन्वेस्टमेंट व्हीकल में पैसा डालो. सो इफ one doesn't work out, the other will work out for sure, and you will make money, you know. So this is the psychology behind this statement. So I'll move forward to the next slide. So this is the most important slide of my whole presentation, and I have a lot to say about this line and this sentence also, that don't confuse trading with investing. This is what I say to everyone. Now, trading is short term, investing is long term. So people don't understand that there's a thin line of difference, or thin line of gap between trading and investing, and end up mixing both, and it ends around that they mess up, and they lose all their wealth. So होता क्या है, I'll give you an example. कि काफी साल पहले, like I told you, when everything wasn't that developed and markets weren't that developed, तब क्या होता है, for example some person XYZ tells you that, आपको ये स्टॉक में पैसा डालो, आपको मतलब रिटर्न बहुत सही मिलेगा, and you will earn like anything. He had a reliable source or a genuine source, like something like that he had. So he told you that ऐसे ऐसे पैसा डालो or you will get the desired returns. So now you don't have any knowledge, you have zero knowledge about the subject, so you went on investing, मतलब, I mean to say, buying the stock. So you end up buying 3 4 stocks, and maybe possible दो तीन भागे भी रहेंगे, and you might have earned good profits. But वो purpose was short term, right? The purpose for which you entered was short term, to generate profits in 1 day, 2 day, or a week, or a 2 week thing, and book profits, right? अब होता क्या है कि उसमें से कोई भी स्टॉक गिर गया फॉर एग्जांपल, अब क्या है कि वो स्टॉक ने डाउन ट्रेंड पकड़ लिया, द स्टॉक हैज एंटर्ड डाउन ट्रेंड, एंड नाउ क्या है, दिस मैन ट्राइज टू लिमिट हिज लॉसेस, and to limit that loss he tries to, uh, everything, averaging and anything, pyramiding, everything जिससे हो सकता है, hedging, everything. But ends up क्या होता है कि अब वो स्टॉक मान नहीं रहा ऊपर जाने को, it has it is in a strong downtrend. So अब क्या है, this man gets tired and hence decides कि एक काम करते हैं, छोड़ो ये सबको, इसको अब 5 10 साल रखने का प्लान है, 5 10 साल रखते हैं, आफ्टर दैट ये पक्का तब तक तो ऊपर आ ही जाएगा, एंड उसके बाद बस उसको मतलब. सो एंड रिजल्ट इज, यू कन्वर्टेड अ ट्रेडिंग पर्पस का स्टॉक इनटू एन इन्वेस्टिंग पर्पस का स्टॉक. So अब because of this, people have a mentality about trading as a gambling mentality and confuse it with gambling because they don't have the desired knowledge and end up losing lots of money due to this. So I'll share few things about my journey, trading journey, what exactly happened and how I started. All right. So the thing is, I come from a family background जहाँ पे my dad is involved into stock markets like everyone else, like हर retailer घुसा हुआ रहता है वैसे ही he is also involved. So I when I was small I used to see him like for मतलब almost 24 hours वाला सीन था कि he used to watch CNBC in TV, CNBC आवाज, and I have grown up seeing this. So I always had a thing in my mind कि देखो भाई ट्रेडिंग तो करना ही है, मतलब I want to do stock market, ये तो for sure है, but now how I wanna approach this thing is the main cause. So I decided कि let's do something without knowledge I'm not entering. अब my dad का scene was different because उस time पे उतना development नहीं था, plus दूसरा बात है कि he has an experience of so many years, that's the reason he is able to speculate and everything. So we can't do that because technology इतनी advanced हो गई है, and plus there are algo trading softwares and stuff like that, so it's very tough to speculate and on these days, in these times. So I decided that I'll learn first and then I'll invest or maybe trade. So क्या हुआ कि I thought I thought of doing a professional course first because of course knowledge is the main thing. Without that I wouldn't have ever got into trading. So I did a professional course and I like got into paper trading for a good 6 months or so. Like initially I wasn't paper trading. I understand कि वो बहुत boring होता है and stuff like that. Boring in the sense real cash is not involved, so it doesn't intrigue your interest, you know. So वैसे चालू किया and फिर 6 months के बाद I got into full time trading में घुसा. And I was like, पहले से I had a mentality that I want to do swing trading and long term investing from the start. But I also had this in mind कि I want to learn the art of intraday, like scalping. So like scalping is booking profits in 15 minutes or 20 minutes uh, of the trade, of entering the trade, or like maybe intraday also. So happened this happened, and after that I started I was a momentum trader. So like I only liked momentum. जब momentum आया तब I used to enter and निकल जाता था. तो I had a proper system, I had a proper setup, I had everything fixed, entries, stop loss, exits, everything, position sizing, everything fixed. So हुआ ऐसा कि I was making around 10 to 15% on a daily basis on a single stock. All right. So that is a big amount, I feel like, because no one does make that big amount. But yeah, with because I usually entered into a high probability trades only after having confirmations, like 4 to 5 to 6 confirmations only after I entered. So that happened. After that I continued and I continued my trading journey with into equity segment and stuff. And after that, after some time I felt I should get more into this, like I have to go a bit far into this. So what I did was I started I thought of getting into future and options. Now let me tell you, future and options is a very big game. And matlab, to be honest, it is an operator game. Okay. So mainly big players handle that. And so you need to have that psyche and mentality and to think uh, कि उन लोग क्या सोच सकते हैं, what would they think and get into the trade. So I of course knew it was difficult, but then I had a prior knowledge about that due to my CFA curriculum. So I knew this. So I learned I got a system, I got a setup, so I learned it everything. And for a good 1 month or so I just starting I wasn't getting any profit, confident. So for the start, for a good 1 month or so, I just practiced. Just as in, I just observed the markets, and like that too only in Nifty Bank Nifty, and not stocks, as stocks में क्या है ना, liquidity issue बहुत हो जाता है, options and futures. So I used to get just observe Nifty Bank Nifty का movements. After which I started, I told my dad that I need cash. I want to invest real cash. My dad was like, uh, take care and ध्यान से लेना. और so I always had this in mind कि देखो भाई, hard earned money है, यूज नहीं करना है. देखो देखो लॉस तो होते हैं, बट आई ट्राई. एंड मतलब अगर नहीं होता है तो आई वोंट इन्वेस्ट ओनली. आई ट्राई एंड लर्न इट फर्स्ट, बिकॉज मेरा क्या है ना कि मेरा पहले से पर्सपेक्टिव ऐसा ही था ट्रेडिंग के संग कि आई I my objective was never to earn money. It was to always learn. कि पहले सीखेंगे, बिकॉज क्या है ना, आगे जाके इफ यू हैव द स्किल, यू वुड ऑटोमेटिकली, मनी तो ऑटोमेटिकली वुड कम. सो ये ऐसा सीन था. तो this happened after that. अब I'll tell you, I'll rewind the story a bit back. Before I started futures, I started the equity with one of my friends. All right. So फ्रेंड्स के संग स्टार्ट किया था एक. एंड फ्रेंड के संग स्टार्ट किया तो लाइक, लेट मी टेल यू, इन्वेस्ट हम लोग दो टाइप के इन्वेस्टर. आई टोल्ड यू स्टार्टिंग में 3 टाइप के इन्वेस्टर होते हैं. तो आई एम द रिस्क अवर्स इन्वेस्टर, जो हेट करता है रिस्क को. एंड ही वाज द वन हु वाज अ रिस्क सीकिंग इन्वेस्टर. लाइक ही लव्ड रिस्क, एंड वो मतलब ही वाज मैड अबाउट मनी, एंड वो डू गो टू एनी एक्सटेंट टू अर्न मनी. बट अगेन he had this mentality, and he thought markets are a get rich quick scheme. And this mentality of him was due to the 2 साल पहले जो कोरोना था, कोरोना के टाइम में जो the markets rallied up so much, and due to the scam 1992 सीरीज भी जो आई, उससे जो मतलब everyone entered into the markets, like जिसको नहीं आता था वो भी एंटर किया, and everyone जो एंटर किए थे, he was one of them. So like we used to like observe charts for a good 6 to 8 to 10 hours every day. Okay. So it's about hard work, and like you need to be all there and be consistent. And after some time you in technical analysis, there is another one known as fundamental analysis, which is the analyzation of P and stuff and portion. But like I felt that was a bit boring, so I wanted to play with these candles and stuff. So ये समझना था, तो I got into technical analysis. So after that we both started, and I don't know what did he do and what video he came across. It was a video with a thumbnail of I don't know, it was a future and options था. So this was before we started future and options. So it was before when we were doing equity only. So I always had an idea कि future option बहुत बड़ा गेम होता है, वहाँ पे पैसे भी बहुत अच्छे बनते हैं. But this guy didn't have an idea. So he went there, he saw videos, and after that क्या हुआ कि he was like so involved in this, and he came to me and he was like, धार्मिक, यहाँ पे तो पैसे बहुत बनते हैं, क्या इक्विटी कर रहे हैं, छोड़ो इसको, नहीं करना है, we'll get on with future and options. So I was like, see, इसके negative effects भी बहुत है, you can get into a huge loss also. But this guy doesn't understand anything. He went on, and I was like, okay, जाओ करते रहो, no issues, we'll see. So he went, he did that, and starting में देखो एक दो बार profits अच्छे हुए. सो हो जाते ना, तुक्के लगते हैं ना आदमी के, तो तुक्के लगे. सो ही मेड प्रॉफिट्स. ही वो खुशी हुई, कॉन्फिडेंस आया, हिम्मत हुई, तो लॉट्स भी बढ़ते हैं उसमें. फिर तो लॉट्स बढ़ा है. तो अब क्या हुआ, लॉस बड़ा होने लग गया. तो तब वो बंदा चुप हो गया. सो आई डेंट गेट एनी, मतलब एनी रिस्पॉन्स फ्रॉम हिज साइड. सो once when we met at a party, I asked him, what's your net PL statement? He was like, net हो गया. सो आई अंडरस्टूड कि भैया इसको बड़ा लॉस हुआ है. सो एट दैट टाइम आई टोल्ड वन ऑफ माई फ्रेंड्स कि इससे अच्छा तो गोवा चले जाओ, कसिनो में जाके पैसे उड़ा लो, रादर देन डूइंग दिस. bullshit, because this makes no sense and you end up destroying all of your wealth, hard earned money of your dad's or your own कुछ भी यार वैसे. So this is the whole scenario from trading perspective. Now I'll shift on to investing perspective. Investing का कैसा है कि I'll take you back the previous slides once. Yeah. So investing में कैसा है कि there are three main three main investment vehicles which deals in investing: stocks, ETFs and mutual funds. Now stocks का कैसा है कि normal NSE BSE के stocks है, you end up doing SIPs and stuff like systematic investment plan, हर महीने इतने इतने पैसे डालो, and that too in top 50 top 100 companies. Alright, जो blue chip stocks है उसको choose करो and you go ahead. Next is ETF. ETF is exchange traded fund. These are portfolio of securities which actually act like stocks. Like there are ETFs named Nifty Bees, which replicates the Nifty index, and it moves like a stock only, but replicates the Nifty movement. There are Gold Bees, which replicates the gold index movement, and so on. And well, I have also invested in Nifty Bees since during the Russia-Ukraine war when it started. So I still have that. I invested at 160 or so, and it is at 192 or something right now. So it's giving me good profit and good gains right now. Next is mutual funds. Mutual funds is also again of two types: lump sum method and SIP. Now, lump sum is when you invest, for example, you invest a lakh rupees for once. So वो वैसा है, and SIP is like systematic investment planning. उसमें तुम हर महीने डालते रहते हो एक certain amount. So what I prefer and recommend everyone is go for SIP, because क्या उसमें रुपी कॉस्ट एवरेजिंग हो जाती है, लाइक डॉलर कॉस्ट एवरेजिंग होती है ना, वैसे रुपी कॉस्ट एवरेजिंग हो जाती है, और हर महीने क्या होता है कि तुम्हारा इफ इंटरेस्ट रेट बढ़ता है तो वैसे एवरेज हो जाता है, एंड इफ इंटरेस्ट रेट घटता है तो वैसे एवरेज हो जाता है. सो नेट नेट यू विल ऑलवेज गेन. सो वैसा है. एंड फॉर लाइक बेसिक एंड एकदम लाइक बेसिक एंड बिगनर पर्पस के लिए आई वुड रेकमेंड कि you could go into passive investing strategies like uh, this one, index funds or so. Like there are Nifty index funds, and you will get I believe all the broking firms have now options to invest, so they have each and every options. Like for example, there is small case, you get portfolio of securities, like it's a number of ETFs and so much more. Like so the thing is you decide as per these three criteria. Okay, what are the criteria? These three criteria are the main one. Like everything would be given there: the risk tolerance, like the risk level of the portfolio, the investment horizon, like that's for you to decide, and the investment objective, like what's your exact objective. So as soon as you feed it in there, you get, so you get your investments. So that's how it works. And again, I won't recommend anything more for investing, as investing is actually like depends from person to person, and differs from person to person because of perspectives and criterias which people follow. And I would hardly recommend you guys to consult your financial advisor before getting into investing, but do have an idea and knowledge of what you are invested into and stuff. So like I could always share my tools with you guys, like what tools I use, like for trading, like intraday and equity and swing purposes. Like I use trading view premium version, and for investing purpose I that involves actually technical and fundamental also. So for fundamental basis I go for this thing, screener. So I use screener. So mixing these both, I use the mixture in case of investing. So I typically use charts only. First of all, I prefer charts, and after that I go to screener and see the company statements and stuff. So for now I have already shifted to like swing trading, as I have an exam coming up in November. So like I have shifted up to this one, swing trading. And you must have, if you follow me or are one of my connections in LinkedIn, you must know that I almost post daily about charts, like I just share my analysis of charts. And you must have seen that I have shared many charts, and almost all are in profit at the moment. Like one has given almost a 33% gain in 2 weeks, like 12 days, 12 trading sessions, which is a very big thing. And this happened due to my momentum trading setup itself. So because of this, I made huge sums of money in swing trading. So now I am planning to get into swing trading as a full time. And I have stopped full intraday for a moment. So yeah, and I'll tell Shaurya to just uh, link my handles down below, so if anyone wants to connect or follow me on LinkedIn, so they can see my post and do every if they
Yes,
have
sir.
queries, so they can DM me there.
Yep.
So yeah, so let's get to the last and the final slide of this session. I hope people are enjoying and understanding, and I'm making myself clear.
Yes, sir. Actually, I'm also enjoying this session. The money
uh,
game, trading, the investing, all this
Nice,
stuff.
nice. That's good to hear. So yeah, 1 second.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So moving on to the last slide, we have before investing in stock markets, invest in yourself first. This is the line I tell to everyone again and again, and this is because people end up getting into the market without knowledge and end up losing huge amounts of money. So what I say is invest in yourself first means, like, watch YouTube videos, like watch the OG real creators like Vivek Bajaj and stuff. Like they are the real ones. Like don't end up following the क्योंकि देखो आजकल क्या है ना, सब लोग कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स बनने के पीछे पागल है. सो व्हाट पीपल डू इज दे स्टार्ट अ सीजनल जॉब. उसमें क्या होता है कि हर 6 मंथ्स में दे चेंज द टॉपिक ऑफ दैट, जो ट्रेंडिंग होता है उस वो चालू कर देते हैं उसका वीडियोस बनाना. तो I have heard of many such YouTubers who end up doing this stuff. So पहले देखो YouTube is a very scattered game. Okay, so वहाँ पे सब बहुत वीडियो scattered रहती है. So you need to find the right one, and after that you need to invest and learn, and after that you can get into the market. So या तो फिर ये करो, या तो फिर you need to get into a professional course. So when I say professional course, I mean कि उसमें भी क्या है ना कि राइट इंस्टीट्यूशन से करो, क्योंकि क्या वहाँ यहाँ पे भी ऐसे बहुत कंपनीज है जो पैसे ऐंठने बैठी है. इन द सेंस दे टेक मनी फ्रॉम यू, दे शो यू प्रॉफिट्स फॉर 1 2 3 स्टॉक्स, एंड आफ्टर दैट वो क्या लॉस होने लगता है. एंड होता क्या, दे एंड अप मेकिंग मनी एंड यू एंड अप लूजिंग मनी. सो ये गेमिंग चलती है. सो इफ यू नीड हेल्प regarding this, I am always there. You could always add me and follow me on LinkedIn and DM me there regarding any chart analysis or any stock you want me to analyze for you guys, or कोई भी stock में फंसे हुए हो तो कैसे निकले and stuff. तो उसमें क्या है कि I'll be able to help you guys out. And अगर कोई गाइडेंस चाहिए कि कैसे, लाइक यू नीड टू गो फॉरवर्ड, को क्या कोर्स करे, कहाँ से करे, I'll help you guys with that also. Because क्या है ना, आई हैव गॉट अ वेरी गुड गाइडेंस रिगार्डिंग मार्केट. सो आई प्रेफर कि मैं ये चाहता हूँ कि एटलीस्ट आगे मैं जिसको भी आई टॉक विथ हु डोंट हैव नॉलेज रिगार्डिंग मार्केट्स, आई थिंक कि दे शुड ऑल्सो गेट द राइट गाइडेंस एंड दे शुड बी ऑन द राइट ट्रैक. है बिकॉज मनी इज इन्वॉल्व एंड मनी इज एवरीथिंग है, बिकॉज हार्ड अर्न मनी. सो अब क्या है कि अब कोर्स, प्रोफेशनल कोर्स का भी ऐसा है कि प्रोफेशनल कोर्स हेल्प्स यू टू अ सर्टेन एक्सटेंट. अब ऐसा नहीं है कि प्रोफेशनल कोर्स ले लिया तो प्रॉफिट सर्टेन है, होना ही है. देखो मार्केट सुप्रीम है, मार्केट ये सब से मतलब नहीं रखती प्रोफेशनल कोर्स है कि क्या है. लाइक क्या है, प्रोफेशनल कोर्स किया, इट शोज अ पाथ टू यू कि हाउ डू यू गो अबाउट दैट पाथ. अब क्या यूट्यूब में देयर इज नो पाथ, यू नीड टू फाइंड इट योरसेल्फ. अब प्रोफेशनल कोर्स से क्या है ना कि एज मिल जाता है कि यू नो हाउ टू गेट इनटू दिस थिंग, बिकॉज यू हैव द प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज कि प्रैक्टिकली हाउ डू यू गो अबाउट दिस. देखो थियोरेटिकल तो काम नहीं करता रहेगा, प्रैक्टिकल भी करता है. तो प्रैक्टिकली स्क्रीन में यहाँ पे पता चलता है क्या होता है क्या नहीं होता है, क्या व्हाट वर्क्स एंड व्हाट डजंट वर्क. एंड ट्रस्ट मी, ज़्यादा टफ चीज़ वर्क नहीं करती, कॉम्प्लेक्स jargons डोंट वर्क. इट इज़ वेरी सिंपल एंड सिंपल सेटअप्स वर्क. सो यू नीड टू हैव सिंपल सेटअप्स. सो उसमें क्या है कि वैसे होता है. एंड सेकंड इज यू नीड टू पुट इन योर कैलिबर. तुम्हारे में दिमाग होना चाहिए. यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड एंड नो एंड नो हाउ टू प्ले एंड मैनेज मनी well, and then only you can make a place in this field. और इट्स अ बिट डिफिकल्ट एंड यहाँ से दूर रहो मार्केट से, वैसा कुछ नहीं है कि मार्केट्स में आना ही है, अगर नहीं बना पा रहे हो तो इट्स बेटर टू नॉट इन्वेस्ट. So, one thing I missed in this slide was to summarize this whole thing. So, and tell you a bit more learning which I learned from trading and investing both. So, first point is tips. Never rely on tips. Trust me. I also get to hear tips and everything on a real time and daily basis. Trust me. डेली बेसिस पे मेरे को आदमी लोग टिप्स देते हैं और बोलते हैं कि ये अच्छा है, ये अच्छा है, ये उठा लो, बट आई एंड अप ओवर हियरिंग देम. बिकॉज देखो, टिप्स वोंट टेक यू टू अ लॉन्ग जर्नी, लॉन्ग अगर आगे बनाना है ना करियर, तो टिप्स वोंट वर्क. अब क्या है, इससे अच्छा बेटर है कि इफ यू नो हाउ टू डू गो अबाउट इट एंड यू हैव अ सिस्टम प्रॉपर सेटअप एवरीथिंग, यू नो हाउ टू एनालाइज स्टफ, सो यू विल बी इजीली एबल टू एनालाइज स्टफ एंड किसी से मांगनी नहीं पड़ेगी ना टिप्स, वो बेटर है ना ज़्यादा, क्योंकि यू नो हाउ टू गो अबाउट इट, दैट इज बेटर आई फील. सेकेंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज, देखो दिस इज अ डिस्क्लेमर, सो आई विल से डोंट गेट इनटू फ्यूचर ट्रेडिंग, फ्यूचर एंड ऑप्शन ट्रेडिंग. मतलब I देखो भाई, आई मेड प्रॉफिट्स, इट डजंट मीन एवरीवन मेक्स प्रॉफिट, ओके. अब इसमें कैसा है कि ट्रस्ट मी इट्स अ बिग बिग प्लेयर गेम. सो इसमें क्या होता है, ऑपरेटर गेम है. अब दे द पीपल हु इन्वेस्ट इन फ्यूचर एंड ऑप्शंस आर बिग इंस्टीट्यूशन, HNI clients and investment firms and stuff, so they have lots of chunks of money, but we are retailers, we don't have this much money, right? So अब आप भी एक हद तक ही पैसे डाल पाओगे ना, उसके बाद तो आपके भी पैसे खत्म हो जाएंगे. So instead of losing money, there's no point. Why invest in such thing? इक्विटी में अगर पैसे बन रहे हैं तो दूर रहो ना फ्यूचर मार्केट से यार. दिस इज solely based on my experience, trust me, and this actually works. I have told my friends, some of my friends that don't get into futures trading and stuff and option trading, they have just listened to my advice and not gone into it, and they are like thanking me and grateful to me right now. As because क्या है ना कि देखो, इक्विटी में अगर पैसे इतने बन जाते हैं, if you are earning this much, then there's no point in wasting and you know losing your whole capital. So these are the 2 points, and the third and the most important point is discipline and mentality, like psychology. All right, so what do I mean by this? I mean discipline as in you should be disciplined throughout the whole process. Like देखो भाई, डेडिकेशन है और डिसिप्लिन भी रहनी चाहिए, तभी यू कैन मेक समथिंग इन मार्केट्स. लाइक यू नीड टू बी कंसिस्टेंट ऑल्सो टुगेदर विद इट. एंड क्या है ना, सेकंड इज साइकोलॉजी. साइकोलॉजी इज लाइक you need to have a proper state of mind, like a proper psychology to go about this thing, because trading involves a lot of like lot of brain work, and उसमें बहुत साइकोलॉजी तुम्हारी सही होनी पड़ेगी. ट्रस्ट मी व्हेन आई से दिस, आई एम स्टिल स्ट्रगलिंग विद दिस साइकोलॉजी, बिकॉज क्या है ना, व्हेन मनी इज इन्वॉल्व, सब इमोशंस भी इन्वॉल्व होते हैं, एंड market is a game of not including emotions into it. So you need to be emotionless in this game. So trust me, ये साइकोलॉजी बिल्ड करने में बहुत टाइम लगती है, एंड आई हैव सीन 90% ऑफ पीपल आर, एवरीथिंग सही है, बहुत अच्छा है, सब गुड है, लेकिन क्या है, साइकोलॉजी का इशू है. साइकोलॉजिकली इनका मेंटालिटी ठीक नहीं होता है, बिकॉज ऑफ विच, लाइक मार्केट, बाय साइकोलॉजी आई मीन मार्केट की साइकोलॉजी उनको अच्छे से नहीं आती, तो बिकॉज ऑफ विच दे एंड अप मेकिंग लॉसेस. एंड ट्रस्ट मी, 95% ऑफ पीपल फ्यूचर एंड ऑप्शन में हमेशा लॉस ही करते हैं, ठीक है. सो इट्स बेटर टू नॉट एंटर दैट. एंड थर्ड एंड द मोस्ट important point was discipline and psychology. But yeah, these are the most three important ones. Never forget these before you get into investing. All right, like ये तीनों तो ब्रह्मास्त्र है ट्रेडिंग के पहले. अगर ट्रेडिंग नहीं, आई मीन इन्वेस्टिंग और ट्रेडिंग दोनों के लिए देख सकते हो, पर ट्रेडिंग इज लाइक वेरी शॉर्ट टर्म बेसिस, सो दीज कैन नॉट बी कंसिडर्ड ऑल्सो, तो चलता है. लाइक बट फॉर इन्वेस्टिंग दीज आर द मोस्ट इन्वेस्ट like important and crucial points. So that's pretty much about this whole thing. So, well, I'll ask Shori to ask people if they have any doubts, and we can take up questions and doubts. So, while I stop sharing my screen and turn on my camera.
Yes, sir. 1 second, please. People have some doubts. They have already posted it, and yep. Let us take one by one. Once.
Yeah.
Sir, any resources to learn stock market properly?
Yeah, so that's what I was talking about, resources. So what you can do is, you can, as I told, you can watch YouTube videos, you can go about with professional courses, you can read Zerodha's Varsity is the most important one. उससे psychology बहुत अच्छी बनती है, and you have a lot of knowledge regarding the whole thing after reading that. So, and professional courses का कैसा है ना कि you can text me on LinkedIn also, DM me on LinkedIn, and I'll help you out with how to go about it. And रेस्ट इज लाइक, यार करो, ट्रेडिंग करते रहो, इन्वेस्टिंग करते रहो, मजे करते रहो, होता रहेगा सब, कोई सीन नहीं है, पैसे बनेंगे, खुश रहो, ऐसा ही है।
Got
पैसे
it.
बनते हैं, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, पैसे बनते हैं आफ्टर एक्सपीरियंस। आई एम सेइंग it takes time. It obviously takes time, because easily no one makes money. Money is never easy to come. वो जो
Yeah.
भी बोलता है ये स्टॉक मार्केट इज अ गेट रिच क्विक स्कीम इज अ फूल, 100% फूल। एंड या वो था 2 साल पहले कोविड के टाइम्स में, इट वाज अ वन टाइम रैली। सो एक बार में जो एक तरफा रैली आई थी, आई अंडरस्टैंड इट वाज बिकॉज ऑफ दैट, बट लोगों की साइकोलॉजी बहुत हर्ट हुई है ड्यू टू दैट। बट या ओवरऑल, when concerned with markets, if you have knowledge and everything now, you can go about with it. So not a big thing, I feel.
Got it, sir. Another question. As recession may come and still stock market is stable, should we start investing in stock market at this stage?
See, I'll tell you, the thing is, recession comes and go. But now what happens is, you need to decide when is the right point of investment. Okay, I would say something else, the another stock research analyst would say something else, but it depends on you. And when you feel the stock prices have declined, that is the right moment you can invest. For example, some feel Tata Steel has already fallen that much and entered a stock split, so like this is the right time to buy. But then again, I have a different perspective regarding that. I feel we should wait a bit more right now. And to be very honest, if you feel investing, if you want to invest, you need such reversal indications, right? Like अगर अगर निफ्टी में इन्वेस्ट करना है, फॉर एग्जांपल, मतलब मतलब कैरी फॉरवर्ड करना है पोजीशन को, सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज, यू नीड टू नो कि व्हेन निफ्टी का डेली चार्ट इज पॉजिटिव, लाइक सुपर ट्रेंड उसमें पॉजिटिव है, for example, and when it is giving a sign of reversal, like maybe a w pattern, okay, like a wedge pattern. So these pattern chart patterns are the most important, which help you in identifying that अब reversal आ सकता है, so now is the time you need to invest. So lot of people, I personally invested during the Russia Ukraine war, and trust me, it did helps. Many people told that abhi there's no point of investing and stuff, but that was my analysis and research on my part that I made, and I invested, and I am in good profits right now and gain. So it depends from people to people. See,
Got it, sir. Got it. Completely got it.
yeah,
Um, do you also invest in stocks? What's the condition of your portfolio now? Is it red or green? Hmm.
see, this is a very conservative question, I feel. So I'll
Yeah.
tell you something. See, I do invest in stocks. Okay, so for some time, sometimes back when I was trading intraday, just intraday, I used to daily book profits, as I told you, like daily 10 to 15% in each stock. All right. So वो मैं करता ही था काउंटर क्लोज 10 to 15% पे, नो लॉस तो होता ही नहीं था, मतलब मिनिमम लॉस पे यूजुअली आई यूज टू क्लोज। अगर जो नहीं भाग रहा है तो वो नहीं भाग रहा है, but usually momentum comes and I used to book profits only. So after that, when I stopped that, I when I completely got into this thing, swing trading. Right now, you must have seen my LinkedIn post regarding the same, that I share stock chart analysis. So for example, that's what I say. I was saying that I literally showed the results also, that in 12 trading sessions I made a 33% return. So that is like huge, you know. You might be knowing, you might be understanding if you are connected with stock market. So in like 2 weeks, if you get a 33% return from a stock, what else do you need, man? You don't need to invest anywhere else, यार इसमें swing trading में पैसा बन रहा है जब, तो you don't need anything else ना. So you have the results, matlab, you have my results in front of you. Like I upload everything on LinkedIn. I have almost uploaded everything, but as of now I don't have any open position or a closed position. But like I, when I share my analysis, I take entries at that time. And after that, after a certain time, I analyze my situations, like analyze the stock after some days, like if it's moving, not moving. So I end up keeping that for some time, and after that, when I feel इसमें momentum आ सकता है, तब I enter with double quantities and I end up making profits. So ये strategy रहती है मेरी overall. And या profits book करते हैं, loss भी book करते हैं, but क्या है ना कि we have a high probability setup. So उसमें क्या होता है कि when you have a high probability setup, it's like you can have losses. All right, market है, देखो supreme है, market is always supreme, everyone can have losses, but क्या है ना कि loss gets limited due to an analysis. We have an analysis and a knowledge, like on the subject, like we have a logic. To be very honest, we have a logic, like अपने पास logic है कि क्या क्या movement हो सकता है. So because of which we, because of the logic and this thing, uh, what I was saying, like logic and analysis and research, we do book losses, but they are very less compared to the profits we book. Because profits क्या है ना कि वो we capture and select only those stocks. Like selecting stocks, maybe you need to have like that's an art. You, if you are included in stock market, you must be knowing that selecting stocks is an art. You need to have a proper selection of stocks. So when you select stocks, we only select stocks that, like जिसमें मोमेंटम आने को है, like जिसमें मोमेंटम आ सकता है. एंड if some stock has already gone into momentum, like momentum जिसमें आया, for example आ गया है and closed at a 5% upper circuit or something like that, कुछ भी हुआ, तो क्या होता है कि अब उसमें आगे का तो पता नहीं है कि और ऊपर जा सकता है नहीं जा सकता, तो नो वन नोस, स्काई इज द लिमिट. तो क्या करते हो, उसमें कम क्वांटिटी में घुस जाओ इफ यू फील इट इज स्ट्रॉन्ग. सो क्या होता है कि इफ यू एंटर इन स्मॉल क्वांटिटीज ना, और वो नेक्स्ट दिन अगर ऊपर भी भागा, तो यू वोंट लीव द रैली ना. रैली तुम नहीं छोड़ोगे ना, तुम रैली तो राइड कर रहे हो. और फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर वो गिर गया, तो लाइक ठीक है, वो उसमें लॉस होगा बट कम होगा ना, क्योंकि यू हैड एंटर्ड विद स्मॉल क्वांटिटीज. दैट्स द थिंग, दैट्स द होल साइकोलॉजी अराउंड दिस, की लॉजिक यही है कि घुसना, जब लगे कि जहाज भाग सकता है, तो स्मॉल क्वांटिटीज में घुसो, और जब पूरा कंफर्मेशन आ जाए तब डबल क्वांटिटीज से खेल जाओ. तो यू एंड अप प्लेइंग दिस एंड दिस मूव विल work 100%. This is a guarantee. So this is the whole scenario.
Got it, sir. So we have 2 to 3 more questions, but I think
Yeah, yeah, sure.
we have already extended the time. We have already
Yeah,
taken
yeah,
too much of your time.
yeah, yeah, I understand. No worries. I have rescheduled my meeting. One more meeting I had, I rescheduled that. So no worries. Go ahead.
Okay. So, sir, would you like to suggest some stocks, those in which you believe it will go up?
See, that's what I told. I don't suggest any stocks. I won't recommend any stocks. I would just share my analysis regarding the same. Because क्या है ना, suggest और recommend करने में ना, इसको क्या बोलते हैं, tips बोला जाएगा फिर, कि इसने ये stock को recommend किया. This will be counted as a tip. So I don't get into tips, as I told you earlier. Tips वगैरह मैं I don't get into. I just share my analysis and the important levels and resistance and support levels on my LinkedIn. वहाँ जाके देखो, follow me up there. वहाँ जाके देखो, वहाँ जाके देखो, उसके बाद उसको अपने वॉच लिस्ट में ऐड करो. as soon as I tell, उसको वॉच लिस्ट में ऐड करो. इंटरेस्ट में उसको ट्रैक करना, वो पक्का रिटर्न दे के जाएगा. मोस्टली, मोस्ट प्रोबेबली, आई एम प्रीटी श्योर रिटर्न देता ही है, और वो जाएगा ही ऊपर, मोमेंटम में ही रहता है वो. सो मे बी यू माइट बुक, लाइक देखो, वो डिपेंड्स ऑन पीपल की, मे बी यू बुक 2% रिटर्न, आई बुक 5%, समवन एल्स बुक्स 10%. सो इट डिपेंड्स फ्रॉम पीपल टू पीपल की किसकी कितनी रिस्क टेकिंग कैपेसिटी. लाइक आई एम अ वेरी रिस्क अवर्स इन्वेस्टर, एज आई टोल्ड यू. लाइक मेरे को रिस्क वगैरह लेना पसंद नहीं है एकदम. सो आई एंटर्ड इनटू वेरी हेज पोजीशन. लाइक मैं बहुत हेज पोजीशन में एंटर करता हूँ. सो लाइक लॉस होने की क्षमता बहुत कम होती है. और स्टॉक्स में तो एज आई टोल्ड यू, स्मॉल क्वांटिटीज में एंटर करो, अगर ऐसा लगता है कि अगर ऊपर जाने की क्षमता कम है, तो उस हिसाब से फिर वैसे ही रहता है. सो माई पोजिशन साइजिंग इज वेरी क्लियर ऑन दैट पार्ट. तो दैट इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. यू नीड टू हैव प्रॉपर पोजिशन साइजिंग, कि कैसे करना है, मतलब कितने क्वांटिटीज कब क्या और कैसे लेनी है. ऑलराइट.
Got it, sir. Guys, if you have any question, just put it in the message section. Else we will wrap up the session. So please wait for 10 seconds. Let me see if they have any question.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So it feels like you don't have any other question. If you feel like you have any question in future, feel free to contact us, sir, directly on the LinkedIn. I will share the.
Yeah, if you sorry, I would like to request you that please link down my handles below, socials below, and the presentation link also I could send you if anyone needs help regarding the presentation PowerPoint. So I'll send you the link of the presentation also, so you could link it below. So, and I am pretty sure that and I hope that you all liked the session and were quite interested in the session, and like didn't get bored. And if you got bored, then I'm pretty sorry for that, but I hope no one could get bored in a stock market session,
Hmm.
because stock market is like a field where no one can get bored. Like finance का best है, और like सबको मजा ही आता है इसमें, सीधा बात है कि नहीं?
बिल्कुल, डेफिनेटली। और किसी ने अगर स्कैम 1992 देखी है, उसके बाद अगर सेशन देख रहा है, तो डेफिनेटली मजा ही आने वाला है।
यही तो प्रॉब्लम है ना, मैंने तुमको बोला ना, स्कैम 1992, आफ्टर सीइंग स्कैम 1992 पीपल हैव जस्ट गॉट इनटू मार्केट्स लाइक एनीथिंग, एंड साइकोलॉजी इतनी हर्ट हुई है, ट्रस्ट मी श्योर, ये
यप।
इतनी हर्ट हुई है कि बिकॉज ऑफ विच अलग गलत लोग घुसे मार्केट में एंड नॉन स्टॉप लॉस बनाए ऑन लाइक, एंड आई कांट फाइंड देम एनी मोर। कहाँ गए कुछ पता ही नहीं है, गायब हो गए सब अचानक से। जितने भी लोग आए थे सब गायब हो गए, कोई नहीं दिख रहा है मेरे को अब।
सर, जैसे हाइप खत्म हो गई 1992 की, अब वैसे वो लोग भी नहीं दिख रहे।
Exactly. The actually they weren't in the right market actually. वो one sided rally और one time वो जो एक तरफा market था, that wasn't the actual market. People thought कि अब यहाँ पे कोई भी स्टॉक उठाओ तो वो सोना और चांदी होना है, बट क्या है ना कि तब वैसा टाइम था, अभी
हम्म।
वैसा टाइम नहीं है। तो अभी यू वोंट फाइंड पीपल टॉकिंग इतना पागलपना में कि भाई स्टॉक मार्केट के बारे में इतना पागल होके, नो वन वुड टॉक ना।
सर, वो 1992 में और 2020 में डिफरेंस नहीं समझ पाए कुछ लोग कि ये एक।
Exactly my point. Exactly, correct. So Shaurya, you are doing a great job on sport growth once again.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू वेरी
Kudos to
मच।
you, man. You are doing a great job for students and providing that platform. And
थैंक यू सर,
I
थैंक यू
hope
वेरी
I
मच।
hope and give best wishes to you in the for your future endeavors, and keep doing great work, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for providing huge knowledge to our community. And I've shared your LinkedIn ID. And guys, if you have any question in the future, feel free to contact to sir. Just tap on
Yeah.
the link and send him a request. So
Yeah,
thank you,
of
sir.
course, of course. And Shaurya, let's stay in contact and in touch. So for
Definitely, sir.
future needs,
Definitely.
and if you want any help, or if I need any help, I'll get back to you. Or if you need any help, you can get back to me. So it's not an issue, right?
Definitely, sir.
So
Definitely.
it
It's just a
was
start of
lovely talking.
it's just the
It
start of
was
a connection.
yes. Of course. It was lovely and amazing talking to you. And
Same here, sir.
if there were any faults on my part, I'm sorry for that. But like that's what it is. And thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for providing huge knowledge to our community. See you very soon.
Yes,
Thank you guys for listening us and keep learning, keep enjoying, and learn stock market properly, then invest.
exactly. You summed up the whole conversation and meeting at once. That's it. That's
Yes,
what I was saying.
yes.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, audience.
Yeah.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye bye.